We had, of course, the news conference, if you want to call it that. I call it a lie fest yesterday with Donald Trump. And all he did was whine about, how he doesn't get credit for his crowd size. They, again, I mean, just straight up, they're scared of what they're seeing. They cannot handle the type of enthusiasm and the interest that they're seeing for Democrats, whether they were in Philadelphia or Wisconsin or Detroit, and now today in Arizona.
I think that's right. I didn't get to hear the press conference yesterday, but I heard part of it on NPR this morning, and it's the same old thing, the same old talking points, the same old, apply a nickname to somebody and ride that nickname forever and try to get kind of the buzzwords and the interest for, little pointed things that he said. I think that they are, in fact, afraid. And I think I heard this morning that he's allegedly now saying he'll commit to 3 debates. But I think this is something that I said last week. One of the benefits to her having been a trial lawyer is she's extremely good on her feet. So even somebody in the crowd saying something, she's able to incorporate that. I will probably be the dissenting voice on this and say I think this is a little bit of a missed opportunity, at least the part that I heard, because unions are so important to the fabric of not only this country, but a very important electoral contingency. And I think this is an opportunity, could have been an opportunity to really delineate for working people exactly what some of those policies are. However, I don't know the circumstances under which this event went about. So maybe that's something that's kind of a foregone conclusion and they didn't need to do that. But I think with the inclusion of Tim Walz, especially, they're speaking to people of the Tim Walz ilk. And I think an opportunity like this is the perfect time to say exactly what they are going to do for working people. And I'm hoping I get to hear some more certainty on that going forward. But I do think Trump is afraid. And I think that they recognize that this is not the same Joe Biden they had been preparing to run against. This is a completely unknown quantity. And it's showing that she is very good on her feet and very good in front of a camera, as is Mr. Walz. And that creates a big problem for them.
I keep making this point that you cannot in any way replace enthusiasm. You cannot try to mimic it. You can't try to do it, you can't manufacture it. It has to be organic. And what we're seeing, here, Michael, is a Republican response that is freaking out. Now they're trying to use the media against the vice president. Oh, she's not taking questions. She's not, holding news conferences. Okay, whatever, dude. And it's driving them nuts. And then, of course, now they're like, I saw Frank Luntz, you go to her website, there are no policy positions that are on her website. Right. And you go, well, actually, all you got to do is listen to what she's actually saying. And then you'll hear the policy stuff. And they just don't want to even deal with any of that. And I think, again, the smart strategy for Harris-Walz is to keep pounding them, keep having these rallies, keep signing up thousands of volunteers, keep raising money, because it's getting under the skin of Donald Trump and all his supporters.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Roland, thanks for showing that clip. That was actually in Wayne, Michigan, where it was yesterday. I watched the video, and you broadcasted it yesterday as well. So thanks for broadcasting the rally that she held at Wayne, Michigan, with the UAW and Sean Fain. So. And you're correct. Mainstream media did not cover this. They only covered the last few minutes. They spent almost an hour covering that BS press conference that Donald Trump had, where he largely did not answer the questions that the press answered. And he just went on. It was just his grievance press conference. It was a grievance conference where he just continued to lie. So the Trump Vance campaign is scared to death. When you have Trump, who didn't show up to any of the debates during the primaries. Now he wants to have 3 debates with Vice President Kamala Harris, who he calls dumb. Now, just a few days ago, he did an interview where he said, why should I debate her? OK, but then polls started coming out showing her surging and actually beating him. Now he agrees to the September 10th ABC News debate after he tried to back out of it and cited a defamation lawsuit he had against ABC News and George Stephanopoulos, right? Okay, but he agreed to the debate after he filed the lawsuit. Okay, so now he agrees to that. Then he wants the September 4th on Fox News and another one on NBC. He's scared to death. They don't understand how to deal with this. He talks about crowd size. This fool said that he had more people on January 6th, okay, at the White House than Dr. King, August 28th, 1963, at the March on Washington, where he had 250,000 people. So one of the things that's taking place is Donald Trump is unraveling. And there are articles, The Independent had one where you have Republicans who don't think Donald Trump is mentally stable to survive this campaign because he's getting worse day by day. So Biden-Harris needs to continue to register people, continue to have these massive rallies, because enthusiasm is contagious. You're right, Roland. You can't fake this. There's a whole political shift that's taking place, and it's going to impact down ballot as well. They could maintain the Senate, keep the House, and get the White House back. So this could be really huge. We've got less than 90 days. It's time to go.
Well, look, I mean, again, we see exactly how this whole thing is shaping up. We see in terms of how the race is shaping up. We see, of course, what's driving him crazy.
When you talk about blackness and what happens in black culture, we're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us. We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it.
This is about covering us.
Invest in black-owned media.
Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks.
We want to hit 2,000 people, $50 this month, raise $100,000. We're behind 100,000, so we want to hit that. Y'all money makes this possible.
Checks and money orders go to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C. 20037-0196. The Cash App is $RM Unfiltered. PayPal is R Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle is Roland at RolandSMartin.com.